Spirit 105.3, hello, this is Erica.
Hi, Erica. This is Jen.
Jen, it is so fun to talk with you. I have been super excited to talk with you ever since I saw on the ABC News Instagram this video of the baby penguins at Point Defiance. Jen, I'm speechless, and I'm a DJ.
Well, we're pretty speechless here, too. Penguin chicks never cease to amaze all of us. We're so excited that we have 6 healthy chicks.
Oh, congratulations. Do you feel like a proud mama?
I sure do, especially because we've been watching these chicks round the clock to give them the best care that we can, combined with our veterinary staff. So we've had late-night feedings, and it definitely feels like mom mode.
Oh, that is so cute. Well, before this Instagram video, I had never seen footage of baby penguins before. And I thought to myself, they look so much like human babies, like how peaceful they are in the arms of you guys, their caretakers. Are they very similar to human babies?
They're really not as similar as you might think. They're actually quite noisy. They chirp quite a bit. They're very hungry all the time. So in that way, they're similar. They want to be fed often. So we were feeding them about 5 or 6 times a day.
Wow.
They were getting formula for the ones that were not being parent-reared. And the ones that were parent-reared, we didn't actually have to do a whole lot with. The moms and dads are both participating and caring for them and doing a great job of it on their habitat.
Good for them, because it's not easy. So what does penguin parenting look like?
Well, it just kind of depends. So we had 2 chicks that needed a little bit of extra veterinary care, and mom and dad had to take care of their own chicks, so we took these 2 that needed some extra health care, and we were hand-rearing them. So for us, that means giving them formula and eventually graduating them into some whole fish pieces, which is where they're at now. Like I said, 5 to 6 times a day, coming in for feeds, checking their temperatures, keeping them in an incubator so they're nice and warm. It was a lot of work, but they're getting bigger faster now and becoming a lot more independent.
I love hearing that. Did they have their own personalities, Jen?
They sure do. Our young ones are very personable. You may remember last year we had a penguin chick that was named Regina George after the character in Mean Girls because she was pretty spicy and pretty feisty when she was young. So we're just starting to learn these personalities now, and hopefully we'll get a better picture of that in the coming weeks and maybe come up with some appropriate names for them as well.
I mean, it's so much fun what you do. Why did you choose this profession?
I've always known that I've wanted to care for animals, but I'm very passionate about making sure that we're doing our part to make sure that these animals exist and live well into the future, both in the wild and in zoos and aquariums. And just teaching others to respect and love animals is so important to me. So I'm just really happy to always share our stories and make sure that people get the chance to come to Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium, connect with our animals, and really that is just so rewarding.
I think that's wonderful. What would you say to a kid who's listening who maybe wants to grow up and work at Point Defiance? What's the best thing that they can do now to prepare for that kind of career?
The best thing they can do now is, well, first of all, stay in school and try to think about working on your science degree.
Okay.
Most of us have a bachelor's degree in college in some sort of a life science, like biology or zoology or something along those lines. But also just get involved with animals as early as you can. There's a lot of people who want to work with animals, so it can be a pretty competitive field. So we just tell those kids, do everything you can, whether it's volunteering at an animal shelter or internships, get your foot in the door as early as you can.
And Jen, I'm just saying, if there's a puppy or a kitten at home, they should take extra special good care of it, right?
Absolutely. There's nothing like at-home practice to learn how to be a good animal caretaker.
That's so awesome. Jen, when do we get to meet these adorable baby penguins?
Well, 4 out of the 6 chicks are already on the penguin habitat at Penguin Point, so you can see them now, and you can often see the parents actually feeding them, which is really cool to see. But in a couple of weeks, towards the end of this month, we're going to pull those chicks off their habitat because they're not waterproof yet. Their feathers have not come in yet that keep them safe in the water. So as they start to get bigger and they want to venture out of their burrows with the parents, we actually need to pull them away from the water for about a month and a half until those waterproof feathers come in. So you can come see them until about the end of June, and then they'll be off their habitat for about a month and a half, and they'll be back on habitat by mid-August, late August.
Summer vacay for the penguin chicks.
Yeah.
Jen, will they remember you, the people who, hand-fed them as they get older?
We definitely develop relationships with all of the animals we work with, but particularly the two chicks that we're having to hand rear and spend extra time feeding, they're definitely going to be a little bit more used to people than the ones that were parent reared. So we develop relationships with all of them. As they get older and they're eating just fish, all of the chicks will get their fish from the animal keepers, and they develop a very trusting relationship with us. So we definitely think that they know us. They definitely pick their favorite people, and it's really fun.
Jen DeGroot from Point Defiance Zoo, you are an absolute delight. Hope you'll come back one day.
We would love to. Thanks so much for having us on.
All right, give those little adorable penguin chicks a hug from us.
Will do. You have a great day, Erica.
You too.